Hello, welcome back. So previous video we have talked about how we can header bar. So we have three different main divs inside this live chat. First is this header bar. Second one, if we go inside develop project, the second one is the center one, which is the messages, and the third main div is the bottom div, in which we can add text and three different icons for stickers, for images, and to send item. Okay, so we need to write this center one div in here. Okay, close two divs for contact profile and then create div here. So we have class name in here. You can write it as view list content chat. So this style is added inside livechat.css. Okay, in here we will call just one function to render all of those messages. So we will give all of this functionality to this render list messages function and just message. Okay, we will create this render list message function. This is the lengthy function. We will create it later after this UI. Just remember this function. Okay, and now remember we have added this is show sticker state. Now this is the time to talk about it. So close this div. We will talk about this div later on. We will pass reference here, so we will add extra space, and then in here we will write this dot state dot is show sticker. If this show sticker is not empty, then we will call this function this dot render sticker or sticker, otherwise no. Okay, if we go above, we have is show sticker false boolean value. So in this case it is going to take this dot state dot is show sticker. In this case this is false, so it's not going to render this function. This is not going to go inside this if condition. It is going to go and execute this else part now. But when we update the state, this dot state dot is show sticker with true, then it will automatically going to render this render stickers function. So we have added this inside our UI so that it can render these stickers when we update a state. And once again, this is the render sticker function. We are going to create this function, but first we need to complete our UI. So go then and write div. So you should not confuse yourself from where we are calling this render sticker. It will automatically going to call when we update the state is show sticker to true, and we will write above. If we go above, then we'll write C here is show sticker and copy this and paste in here is show sticker. Okay, so in this div we have class name and we will give it message input, and then we will create another div and we will write class, and class is wrap. Okay, in here we will create input. So I am talking about this bottom screen in which first we need to write this input bar. So go in here and we are writing this input bar here, and we'll write class name. Okay, and we will write it as view input, and then we'll write placeholder. Placeholder is type a message, and we will give it value. Okay, the value is this dot state dot input value. If we go above, we have initialized our state input value. Now we have nothing inside it. So the value is always like, if I type in here, then the value now in this text, in this input is Haris. So go back. So this value is particularly executing this input state. Okay, so since this is the input of type text, so we need to add on change event as well. So we'll write event. This is going to be our arrow function. We'll give it this. Okay, and we'll write this dot set state, and we will give input value dot event dot target dot value. Now you can see in the rest of our project, like inside login or inside signup, we are creating a whole function to do and to update the state. But in here we are writing the inline function inside on change event. So this is one more way of writing our function inside on change event or on click event as well. Okay, so you need to remember, you need to write this function inside the paper, that we are writing different functions in here, and then we will be creating that functions. Remember, we will be creating this render list message so that we can render all of those messages. We will be creating this render sticker as well so that we can render these stickers. Whenever we click on this button, then we will update the state with true, and then this particular render sticker method will be called. Okay, so in here we want to write one more function, which is on key press, which is the attribute of this input. We will write this dot on key board press. We are going to write this function as well. So I'm writing parentheses in here. In here we will talk about it later, but leave it as it is and write down this function that we are going to create. Okay, now in here we will create image. So this image is for this particular icon that is going to be receive image from your computer. Okay, so in here we will write class name, and we will give it IC open gallery, and we will give it source. Okay, now it's time to give it source. Remember, we have uploaded all of those images from images inside here. IC photo, click on it and go to file location and copy the URL and go in here and paste the URL in here. Okay, now we need to write all property. Okay, here alt is equals to icon open gallery, and we have on click event as well, so that we can click on it and select files. This is going to take arrow function and this dot. Okay, so we need to create reference here. Okay, we'll write ref input dot click. Okay, so this is just the image. Okay, so this is not the input file, so that we can open our dialog box to select image. So we need to attach it with input. So we need to create reference with this input we'll write ref and we'll give it el. Okay, we'll write here. Okay, we need to write, we are writing JavaScript, so we need to write bracket. We'll write el. This is going to be our attribute, argument, and in here we will write this dot ref input and we will give it this el. Now the reference is completed between this image and input. Okay, now we'll write accept image and write / and static. It will select only image. And then class name. The class name is view input gallery and we'll write type. Type is going to be file. And we need to write on change event as well, just like we have written inside our profile on change, and we will create this function on choose photo. So write it down. We are also going to create this on choose photo as well. Okay, then we need to create image again for our stickers. Go in here and copy and write class name and give it IC open sticker and we have source. Go back in here. So we want to add this image. So IC sticker is the name. Go in here, click on IC sticker and copy the URL, paste it inside source. Okay, in here we'll write alt and we give it icon open sticker and on click we need to write this dot open list sticker. So we do not need to attach it with some input, we just need to click this image and call this on click event, and we are also going to create this open list sticker. So this open list sticker is going to set state of stickers with true and it will render these stickers. Okay, and at last we need to create one more image for our send icon. We will write it as class name. We will give it IC send and we write source. So IC send is the name of the image. We click on IC send and copy, paste it in here. Okay, and then we need to write alt. We'll give it icon sent and on click event we will call and we send the message. Write this dot on send message, and this is also a function. We will give the two different argument here. This dot state dot input value and 0, because when we write inside here, when we send, then this input value should be sent to this particular on send message, this dot state dot input value, and we give it 0. So we have 2 or 3 different states in here. 0 means we are sending message with text box we write 1 for stickers, 2 for send message. We'll see it later on. Okay, we'll see it later, but you need to remember the 0 value is for your text message. That's why on send message is only function that is going to send our stickers as well. So we need to write it and give it the value that this is the text message. Go in here and get out from these two divs and this div as well. So we have created our UI. So let's have a quick break and then we'll be talking about different functions.